Good morning. Welcome to room 323 news.
Today we're talking about the melting of the Arctic sea ice.
The studies have shown that the Arctic sea ice has been melting at rapid rates.
But don't take our word for it. Take the word of our resident polar bear expert, Eleanor Powell.
Eleanor, you're on the air.
Thanks, Taja. As you can unfortunately see, polar bears are clearly losing their habitat. There's not enough ice for them to live on. Statistics show that 2/3 of the polar bears will be gone by 2050. The ice is melting earlier in the spring, causing the hunting time for polar bears to be reduced, which leads to starvation and even cannibalistic behavior, causing there to be less reproduction. All around, a really bad cycle is occurring, and the only way to stop this is through human actions.
So, Eleanor, why is the ice melting?
Due to the increase in temperature of the Earth that results from more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, such as carbon dioxide and methane coming from permafrost thawing.
Thank you, Eleanor. Now let's go to our sea ice expert, Mr. Banton Liu. So, Mr. Liu, could you elaborate on what is happening in the Arctic and how that would potentially affect Seattle?
Yeah, so in recent years, the amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere has increased exponentially. This leads to the Earth warming up. It is important to keep in mind, though, greenhouse gases naturally exist in the atmosphere. The Earth absorbs visible light from the sun and radiates that light as infrared radiation, or heat. Then, greenhouse gases re-radiates heat back to Earth. The problem is, there are a lot more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere than normal, so the Earth is getting warmer. The higher temperatures have a huge impact in the Arctic. Sea ice melts, exposing darker sea surfaces. The dark surface absorbs more light than ice would and heats up the Earth more. This leads to higher temperatures, which results in more ice being melted. This process is called a positive feedback loop. With Seattle, more ice melting could lead to flooding around the Puget Sound area. Also, Seattle relies on melting snowpacks in the mountains for water in the summer. With higher temperatures, that resource could be depleted, leading to water shortages in the Seattle area.
So, what can we do to reverse these positive feedback loops? Things that we can do in our daily lives that can stop these events from happening.
One thing we can do is drive less and instead take public transportation, bike, or walk whenever possible. With less cars on the road, less fossil fuel is burned, and that will reduce the amount of carbon emissions.
Thank you for your positive outlook on the matter. For Room 323 News, I'm Morgan.
And I'm Taja.
And have a nice day.
Good morning. Welcome to room 23.
Today we're talking about the melting of the Arctic sea ice. God damn it. I meant the melting. Thank you, Eleanor. Now let's go to our sea ice expert, Mr. Banton Liu. So, Mr. Liu. God damn it. I looked at him. Thank you for your positive outlook on the matter. From Room 323 News, I'm Morgan.
And I'm Taja.
And we're signing out. Shut the fuck up.